Okay, so the DC Extended Universe hasn't been that good at the moment, so how's the animated movie?
I tell you what you need to know. Who am I? I'm Adam Timmo.
Batman the Killing Joke. So, Batman the Killing Joke is based on the comic book The Killing Joke, which I've not read because I'm not a comic fan. But I can understand why people really like it. I know it's meant to be great, so I went into this movie with an open mind because I don't know what The Killing Joke is about. I do kind of, but I don't really understand it too much. So I'm gonna judge this movie as a movie, not as a person who's a fan of the comic. So as a movie, it's kind of a mixed bag. I do have the biggest criticism, as most people do. It's the first half an hour. I mean, the way that they were trying to set up Batgirl and her relationship with Batman, I didn't like the way they did that at all. I thought it was tacked on. I didn't think it was necessary. It didn't add anything to the full story, so they could have just cut that out entirely. Also, basically, any problems I have with the movie are in that first 30 minutes. Nearly everything that's wrong with the movie is in that first 30 minutes. So if you're going to watch this movie, skip those first 30 minutes, then you'll get into the movie. As well as that, the animation for this movie is pretty disappointing. I mean, the animation is by no means terrible. There are some greatly animated scenes, but there's a lot of stuff where I was just like, really? That's the best they got? And they've done plenty of well-animated Batman movies before, so this was really disappointing. However, let me get to what makes this movie work. That is the second half. The second half of this movie is awesome. I mean, Mark Hamill as the Joker is obviously amazing. He's like the best Joker ever, possibly better than Heath Ledger. And of course, Kevin Conroy, who plays Batman, is also great. In terms of voice acting, this movie is perfect. And the pacing and the way it's written in that second half is just amazing. So overall, this second half is amazing, but that first half is pretty bad. If I were to judge the two halves separately, I'd probably give the first half a 3 or a 4 out of 10, and then I'd give the second half like a proper 10 out of 10. Unfortunately, though, that's not what I'm able to do because it is all one movie. So, in the end, I'm going to give Batman the Killing Joke a 7 out of 10. If you're going to watch this movie, I would suggest skipping the first 30 minutes, then watch the rest, and you'll have a good time. So that's all for this video. If you like it, please subscribe and join the Tim Harvey